That's me every night right now.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. Taken at the goal line.
Maybe. I got a rookie quarterback, bro. Probably not. You never know.
32.
He's... Are they tired, bro? You playing on a short week? I think it might be. Let me go look at the fucking picture. Yeah, Thursday. Short week for both of us. I ain't played in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, boy. And he's still 9-1. Bro, Bat be doing something different right now, bro. I don't know what it is. Still feel good when I beat the fuck out of him, though. Yeah, because he's going to do it to you. Oh, yeah, my dude's tired too, bro. Oh, yeah. I didn't either. Let's see what I can do.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
With a start here to the ball game, you get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You know what I like?
I don't be wasting time with that
motherfucker. He
motherfucker.
didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He'll find Lamb, that's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a first carry here for their running back. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's see. What can we do? What can we do?
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things?
And he will take it in for a Cowboys score. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now runs straight ahead with 1. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
That one a first down pickup of 8. To throw is Fields. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. George Pickens is intended receiver there, but it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
9 yards, and that leaves them just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
They snap it to Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Big bitch.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Fields. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Warren. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Warren. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold them out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. They toss it to Warren, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, my God.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on third. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Like I said, a rookie, bro. He's open, bro.
Give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
This one deep for Wilson. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown. Steelers.
You hyped on me quick, bro.
A big play there. His 11th touchdown on the year.
Yeah, you hyped on me quick.
Steelers have taken the lead.
Didn't even think about it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Escapes the defender. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete. The Cowboys at 7-3 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field.
God damn it. Because that's the fucking reason.
And it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
You always get blessed when I fucking play you.
On the return, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Fields. A short one there to Freiermuth.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Like I said, bro, I always get blessed.
He's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
I need you to quit talking, bro.
Hooking, but he does make it through, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Oh, that's an INT.
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Oh, yeah.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he
A rookie.
overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw.
Okay.
Well,
don't throw it to the outside like I told you to.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that 1st down pickup.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
God damn it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
This is 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's going to go down again.
Damone Clark.
Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
So on 4th
You're like
down,
90,
Tomlin says,
91
"Let's just get 3."
speed.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't
I
even
needed
on
that.
target. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open man downfield is Johnson.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And they'll go on the ground.
You always play
May
that
need
shit
to
well.
go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought. But that time, it didn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Back to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
They'll roll him out right.
Toward the back corner of the end zone,
Come
but
on.
he cannot get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You gotta be
So
shitting
it's
me.
been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. Buying time to his left. And running with power here. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
How's he getting that
They'll
fucking
go out of bounds
butt
inside
naked
the
on my best
15-yard
friend?
line. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
I tried to force the pass
interference. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Thank God.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Why is my corner running so fucking slow?
The 35. He may go.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Brian Robinson Jr., 70 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll set up to throw.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Bro, what kind of fucking throw?
To pick up really nice
That was to my
yards.
tight end, not my wide
He's gonna
receiver.
get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway.
Always getting blessed when you play me, bro.
And he takes
You just got my number, dog. I don't understand.
Recovery for a Steelers score.
And the shit you be playing on offense is so fucking simple, and I still
Give
can't
some
stop.
kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice to such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They don't like to fucking block.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, they'll run it here. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Not you click off tackling.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw here.
Shit.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
The fuck?
And he is going to have the Cowboys first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Bro.
His hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he is caught, and he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The quick slant caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Bro, cock!
And a penalty flag comes in as that one
Because they wouldn't let me fucking move
incomplete,
until right there at
but
the end.
Contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Now he's flushed out right.
Pick
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Off play action, Fields.
And he is going to be
Oh, now the defense want to fucking
and that
come.
should be the final play of this third quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They
Holy
took
fucking
their
shit, we
shot,
got a
but it's
call.
going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers
too
send
late,
out
but-
their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Back to throw now on first down.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Still fighting for more. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown.
I saw you, bitch. I saw you, motherfucker.
Great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the extra point up and good by Auburn.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Back to throw. Nowhere to
Bro,
go.
I swear to God, dog.
One of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Oh, now that DB wants to
And
fucking
he's going to get
sprint,
this
bro.
one across
That's
the
right.
30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
Oh, my
and they got
God.
a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing.
A handoff for Warren.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Got his
Where the
man,
fuck,
it's Warren.
Trayvon? You're on a fucking flat.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right.
Completes this one to Pickens.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Now a 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Fields.
Dancing to his left.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Running left, it's Warren. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On the give, it's Warren. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Warren. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Good game, Earl.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One fucking game this year, I'm going to get your ass. Believe it, though.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
So they came in here facing a very tall task.